Namaskar, everyone. It's a joy to have you here, first of all, and I just want to say to you that all of these modalities that we use, whether it's the breathing exercises, whether it's the hands-on Reiki, and that requires that you center in your God self. If you're just doing it from a human mind, it will not have that kind of power. But if you can make the God connection within you, that same hand, when it rests, will carry enormous power. So what I try to do with you is to invoke that God power inside of you. But I want to say further today that your faith in the power that lies within you, the God power, makes all the difference. You remember I gave the Christ story, right? The Christ Master, he was showing us ways healing. And in fact, there's a school of healing that's called Christian Science that is based exactly on that faith. He said if you have a little faith as a mustard seed, you will tell the mountain to move, and it will move. How can we develop that faith? I'll tell you. When you make that connection to the God within, and for some of us it's trying, because when we are caught in disease or we are caught in a physical challenge, sometimes God is very difficult to find. But God is not inaccessible. Every prayer you make to God is heard, whether you know it or not. Every sincere prayer that you make to God is heard. But sometimes our minds are so dense, we are so filled with emotional issues and mental issues that we can't feel that God is hearing us. So the more we clear ourselves, the more we learn to clear the mind, and the more we need to clear the emotional being, the more we'll make that God connection inside. Again, taking another Christian statement. Be still and know that I am God. This comes from the Psalms. Be still and know that I am God. So it is in the stillness of the mind, which Patanjali Maharishi speaks about as well. When the mind becomes still, you will feel that God connection. Yoga will happen, he says. Can you generate that? Do you want to generate that? Do you want to generate that kind of faith that when you pray, you can actually feel that you're trembling, that some kind of power is taking over your voice and your hands and your mind? That is the kind of faith I would like you to develop. And it can only happen when you offer your ego to the divine. Lord, not my will be done, but thy will be done. I'm your instrument. I'm not the power. You are the power. I am your instrument. So when last week I uttered, I'm whole, I'm healed. If you really made that God connection and say that, I'm whole, I'm healed, I'm whole, I'm healed, I'm whole, I'm healed, guess what happens? You feel it in your blood and your bones, and you feel it in your whole being that you will be healed. I was reading a book by Dr. Chopra. Must have been quantum healing in my earlier days. And I was struck by something he said about healing. He said in his years as a doctor, moving from one hospital to another, when people healed, when they got into remission, one of the things he saw in those persons is that they believed that they were going to be healed. There's a point in their healing where they knew that they were going to be healed. Can you grow to that point? And if you study the work of Paramahamsa Yogananda, he wrote a little book called Scientific Affirmations. That if you repeat this affirmation over and over and over and over, you begin to vibrate with it. What is the science behind this? Your mind is immortal. Your mind is not going to die. Your mind doesn't age unless you believe that you are aging. But your mind, in its essence, does not age. It does not die. Body falls away, but not you. The mental part of you, the emotional part of you, and the pranas, the vital body, the pranamaya kosha, that does not die. That's called your immortal body. And when we pray in the Mahamrityunjaya mantra, we are asking to God, grant us the awareness of this body that does not die. Mrityunjaya means victory over death. Not deathless, it means. So you have a deathless body and you have a perishable body. That's how we are made. The mind is in a deathless body. So when your mind begins to repeat an affirmation inside of that deathless body, and it begins to repeat it, and then it begins to believe in it, and with every repetition, it just builds the energy, builds the energy, builds the energy. Do you know what happens? The physical body begins to change based on what you are saying and what you are thinking and what you are feeling and what you are imagining. All of this is in that subtle body that we call Sukshma Sharir in the Sanskrit. It's a subtle order. Sukshma means subtle or fine. That body is inside of you. So everything that is in your mind, everything that you repeat, everything that you imagine in your mind can become a reality if you believe in it. And if you believe it, it will happen. So that is faith. That is the faith that Master Jesus spoke about. When somebody said to him, Master, you healed me. He said, no. It is your faith that healed you. So those who believe they will be healed. Those who repeat that affirmation that I am healed. I am healed. Not I will be healed. Not sometime in the future. I am healed. I am healed. I am healed. I am healed. The body will listen. Because the body is a follower. The body is not a leader, it's a follower. You are the leader. That mental, emotional, spiritual, immortal being is the leader. Do you want to heal? Do you want to stay healthy? Do you want to stay young? Do you want to be deathless? Then you need to develop faith. Faith can bring miracles. Do you want a miracle? Or do you want to focus on dying and disease and aging? What do you want to focus on? Which one is preferable? It is deathlessness. 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 And that's why the Mahamrityunjaya mantra is so great. It's from the Vedas, the sacred book of the Hindus, the Vedas. Veda means knowledge. Now, can we develop that belief? Can we develop that belief? That's what I want of you. That's what I want in this healing circle. That you make that connection. So outside of this session, that mantra needs to stay in your mind. That belief needs to stay in your mind. Why do you leave it when you come out of here? Why can't you repeat it before you go to sleep? Why can't you repeat it when you made the first step in the morning? Keep that mantra or keep that affirmation as much as you can in the mind. And then come into that space where you believe that you are whole, that you are well. Those who believe will stay immortal. You are granted a certain lifespan. You're granted a certain lifespan. We need to make that our health span. When the time comes to leave the body, whatever that time may be, when our purpose is fulfilled, then in a very short time, even in our sleep, after we have enjoyed the day, we'll disappear. We'll go in the light, and the body will remain behind. You will not suffer. Learn to live in your immortal body. Your physical body is a creature of nature, not you. Learn to repeat the mantra, learn to repeat the affirmation, learn to develop faith, and you do that by spiritual discipline, meditation. And whatever ritual takes you closer to God and to the inner space, do the ritual. Whatever it is, sing a prayer in the morning, taking a ritual bath, lighting a fire and praying to the fire, whatever you do. Whatever you do, make it a discipline and a lifestyle. And the universe will bow before you. Be disciplined. Don't leave the mind to its own. Don't leave the body to its own. If you leave the body to its own, it gets caught in this world. Because all the energy around you are fluctuating energies that are base energies, primal energies. Everybody's looking after food, after pleasure, after power. All these are primal instincts. Anywhere you go, you see it. Be different. Be different. Dare to be different. Based on my experiences, I hold the physical body in my energy body continuously. Because I know if I let go of this physical body, what will happen? So I recharge it continuously through the day. I stay aware of it, so I know when to hydrate, I know when to eat, I know how much to eat, I know what I should eat. Because my life experience has given me that wisdom. Because I have put so much experience of what I eat and what it does. What will make me get a better sleep? Learn from your experiences. And don't neglect the body. Grab it, hold it, and keep it with you. Let it thrive. That's the prayer of the Mahamrityunjaya mantra. It says, connect to the fragrance of the divine, the prana, the energy of the divine. And it will nourish you and make you grow. Sugandhim pushti vardhanam. That means the fragrance of the divine, the prana of the divine, will nourish you and make you grow. So stay strong, believe in all that you are. Hold your body within the grasp of your subtle body, or your deathless body, or your mind, emotional, and vital being. Hold your physical body, then you can. That's what I'm training all our practitioners to do. Hold the body within your energy grasp. And hold the mind. Let it be full of faith in all that you are. And miracles will happen. Miracles will happen. We were not born to die senselessly. We were made to live and thrive. Let's do it. So in this part of the session, I'd like to take you within to that healing space and we pray. Sit comfortably. Begin to observe the inner space, the God space. Give attention to the breathing. Just breathe out slowly and completely and slowly and deeply. Just regulate the breath rhythmically until you can feel peace in the mind, love in the heart, and balance energies throughout your body. The breath is magical for creating balance in your energies. Open the belly to breathe as you've been taught. Open the chest to breathe, lift the shoulders back, and breathe into the lungs fully. And as you do that, give attention to the spinal column, because it's a column of fire, prana, life force. From the base of the spine in the perineum area, just breathe in there, right up along the spinal column, to the top of the brain stem, and come across to the third eye. And then breathe down the body. Each time you breathe out, just push the stresses away. And each time you breathe in, center in peace, center in love, and center in vitality. Peace of mind, loving heart, vital core. Stay with me. This is the God space. Open the heart to it. Feel that God's love is flowing through you. Open the heart. I open my heart that your love will flow in and through me. O Supreme One, your love, your divine love will flow in and through me. I open my heart to you. And breathe into the center of the chest. And breathe out this loving energy to your entire body. Until you can feel your palms are warm, your skin has a tingle. Breathe into the pelvic area, breathe into the umbilical area, the navel area, breathe into the center of the chest, breathe into the throat, breathe into the third eye as you take the breath. And then breathe out slowly and completely, coming right down to the pelvic area and to the feet. If you want to put a mantra in the mind, such as Om, such as Om Namah Shivaya, such as Om Guru, such as Soham, hold it in the mind, let it vibrate in the mind and in your body, and let it bring you into present moment awareness. And then hold your entire body in your mind, in your mental awareness, your entire body. Can you feel the gross body in your consciousness? Can you feel the entire gross body, the blood, the bones, the muscles? Can you feel the weight of the body, the warmth of the body? Let your mind penetrate your entire body. You do that just by being aware, mentally aware, and hold your entire body in that image of wholeness, of well-being. You remember the times that your body was just so beautifully fit and healthy. Bring back that memory and hold it in the now. And let youthfulness infuse your being from your soul. Let the youthfulness of your soul consciousness infuse itself in your body. And begin to believe that my body is vital, my body is strong, my body is healthy. Infuse it from your mental body. Repeat that in your mental body. Repeat that. My body is strong, my body is healthy, my body is whole, my body is healed. Until you can actually feel it. And mix it with your mantra. Om Guru, my body is healthy. Om Guru, my body is whole. Om Guru, my body is healed. Om Namah Shivaya, my body is healthy. Om Namah Shivaya, my body is whole. Om Namah Shivaya, my body is healed. and let that play in your mental field. Repeat it so you can build faith in it. And this is how you reprogram your mind to connect with spirit, to recharge your physical body. And now open the heart to be in gratitude to all the healing forces of life. There are light beings, evolved beings in the different dimensions who support our healing. Just open your heart to be in gratitude. I give thanks to all the forces of light that are supporting me. I give thanks to the masters of the light, to the guides, to the Supreme, and now join with me as we chant the Mahamrityunjaya mantra for nourishment, for detaching from everything that's unhealthy, letting it fall away, and for the blessings to live in the immortal consciousness. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, everyone. I hope that you've been inspired to go deeper within, to connect with the healing power of your spirit, and to channel that into the physical body. If you begin to really sincerely desire to make that connection and to heal your bodies, you will do it. It all depends on you. Try to maintain control over the body. The body is never far gone unless you allow it to. You can always grab it back, hold it, and learn to keep it more fit, more well, and you can even heal it completely if you have faith enough to believe in miracles. Your body is completely under your charge. You can transform the energies of cells. You can take prana to any part of your body. You're designed that way. You have 72,000 nerve channels in the body. You can send from your heart and from your mind prana anywhere in the body and the breath. If only you'll make that connection within and never feel that you can't do it, because you can. So let's continue to stay on top of the wellness game. Do everything you can to keep the body healthy, but most of all, try to understand it. Try to learn what is best for it, and learn to intuitively work with the body. You can. Have a blessed evening, everyone.